EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Throwing first play is Ritter. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Down the right sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Ritter to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Here's Ritter. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They run with Ford. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they turn to Ford. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The Browns at 6-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is Ford. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Ritter now. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ritter back to throw.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Devin Bush splitting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ford is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, here's the option.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Harris running straight ahead.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. Two guys, people with these two rows, you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
On the ground, it's 4.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now third down and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Touchdown! David Njoku from 10 yards out.
And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now third down and very long.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ritter.
And that is taken in by And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about it?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerome Ford with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns continue to pull away here this first half.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Fields going to keep it running right.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Patterson running between the tackles. And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Powerful running. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Joey Porter Jr. that time got in there and backs the offense up. Tackle for loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Ford, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Justin Hopkins on for the Browns field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the... Got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Here's Strong one more time. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
One play action. Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They hand this off to Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And it's looking. Strong loses it on the hit. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A right side run with Patterson.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just... And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard
line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now